Hi guys, it's the Stepmoms. And today I wanted to talk about what I actually used when I went to the hospital, when I had Diggory. Because there's 5,000 lists with 500 different things. And this is just what I used. Everybody's different, obviously. And you'll know more about you than anybody else, obviously. Like personally myself, I didn't need makeup. Someone else might need tons of makeup. That's their prerogative. That's what they want. I didn't need it. I didn't care what I looked like when people saw me. Actually, half the time I stayed in the gown that they give you that I delivered them in. Well, not the same gown, but a gown like that, obviously. For me, the biggest thing that I wanted, or that I used, was chapstick, lotion. It's very dry. Now they had both of those things there and offered it to me. So if you forget it, it's fine. The other biggest thing that I had was a fan. One of those little like stroller fans that clip on that take batteries. And that was like my lifesaver. I absolutely love it. Like if you can only take one thing with you, that would be what I would take. I was burning up some at the time. But I used some pajama pants that I took, especially when people were coming to visit us. Obviously right now with Corona, people can't visit you, so I don't know if you need that as much, but some people like to get fully dressed. That wasn't something I was at all interested in doing. Obviously, clothes for the baby. He had 2 going home outfits, I believe. We had a little socks, mittens, hats for him. He had a ginormous head. Hats barely fit, but we made it work. Ivy would suggest more than 1 pair of socks because Diggory did those within like the first 20 minutes of wearing them when we were at the hospital. And she'd only brought 1 pair, which made her very upset. Clothes for your significant other or whoever is there with you to deliver. So your parent, whoever is. Clothes for them. I really think Ivy just changed her shirt. She didn't care about pants. Also, any of your like body wash, shampoo, toothpaste, toothbrush, all of that for both of you, because after having a baby you're going to want to take a shower. Again, something that would have been provided by the hospital, but everybody kind of wants their own thing. The hospital provided wipes, diapers, anything we really needed for the baby, some clothes, a sleep sack. But again, that will all depend on your specific hospital, so definitely call them and check to see what is provided, what's not. Our hospital used Johnson & Johnson baby products, but some people are uncomfortable using them for other reasons. We didn't mind, so we used those. But if you want specific things, like Honest or any of that, you could definitely bring your own. Same with diapers. If you want a cloth diaper or if you want to use a certain brand, you could bring your own. But most hospitals, I do believe, provide them. Change for vending machines is probably a really good idea. We had people bring us up food after I had delivered. We had a snack bag. I don't believe I touched anything in the snack bag. I really wasn't that hungry, and the hospital provided food, and I had Chinese brought up after he was born. But I know when I had sent Ivy out to get our bag, because we did not take it in when I went first into labor, because we weren't sure as first parents if I was actually in true labor. I mean, I knew, but I was like, you never know. I might not be. So I sent her out after a couple hours after I was admitted and everything, but before he was born, because I wanted my fan and hair ties. Also hair ties, a million of them, because you'll probably lose them. And she ate Slim Jim on her way, and she's not proud of it because she was trying not to eat since I wasn't allowed to eat during, before I had him. But you might want food after. Like I said, we had food delivered to us, and I just ate what the hospital provided. Our hospital had very good food, so thumbs up to them. I would probably recommend your own water cup. Some hospitals I've seen online actually do give you a water cup. Mine just did the styrofoam, and my ice melted like pronto fast. And also, I was one of those people that thought, I won't need ice. Let me tell you, you get super dry. And it doesn't matter that you have that IV in, you get super dry. But that's, of course, I had an epidural, so I do not know if that happens when you do not. I didn't need my own pillows, or I didn't want them. That's something, I'm not picky about pillows. If you're picky about pillows, probably a great idea to have them. Boppy pillow, I do breastfeed Diggory, but it's not something that I need in the hospital. I just used a pillow there and I'm just fine. But I know some people, especially I've noticed that it's a lot of moms who have C-sections, really do like having their boppy pillow there. I mean, I'm pro boppy pillow everyday life. Like, I use Diggory's boppy pillows for naps, for everything. So even if you don't breastfeed, I think it's a good idea to have one. It works really good for a million different things besides that. Okay, so this one is specifically probably more for the LGBT people, but we took our marriage license because we'd heard lots of stories, horror things about not being allowed to be on the birth certificate because you had to prove you were married. So we had that. Our hospital didn't ask for it. They just asked if we were married. So we didn't need it, but I would have one with you just in case. I didn't use any like socks or slippers. I just use the grippy socks that hospitals have. But if you're picky about that or wouldn't like that, then you have that. I had them on before I brought my bag in, so that I just never bothered. But I'm not picky. I did use flip-flops for like going into the shower and stuff like that. I just wore PJs, pants when people came in. I didn't really care about clothes. I also went home in PJs. I did have a button-up PJ set for easy or skin to skin and everything. Ivy also took a button-up for that. I did take a tank top and a nursing bra, well, like a nursing tank top. My only suggestion is actually make sure they're bigger than you think you'll need, because mine fit me when I was pregnant, but as soon as I had the baby, was swelling and milk coming in, did not fit at all. I ended up just wearing my regular bra because it's kind of stretched out because it was old, and that's what I ended up using because the nursing bra I bought did not fit at all, and it fit before, but it did not. Like pads and adult diapers, people wear different things. I just used what the hospital gave. The mesh and the pad worked perfectly fine at the hospital. When I did come home, I did use diapers because they're much easier, less worry, so much easier. Like I said, bring your toothbrush, loofah. I used a loofah because I love loofahs. A long phone charger. I mean, the longest possible charger you can find, like the 10-foot at least. I mean, I don't know if there's a longer one, but the longest one you can find, because you have no clue where the charger ports are going to be in there. Probably bring 2 chargers so that you and whoever you're with can charge your phones, because you're going to want pictures. You could get bored. The list goes on. Pacifiers, if you have a specific kind you want the baby to use, we brought ours along with his like little cute pacifier clip that said his name. But they do provide them there. We weren't really using one until he got older, besides for car rides. I think that it's a really good idea to bring towels if you like them, burp cloths, robes. Those are things I personally didn't use. But again, everybody's gonna use their own. You know you. I mean, will you wear a robe? Do you wear a robe at home? I have robes. I don't wear them unless something weird's happening in life. Like I wore one for a wedding to get my hair done, but I did not need one in the hospital. It was hot. I was hot. I did not want anything warm like that. Maybe a light robe if you're gonna take one. But again, will you use it? We had a whole duffel and we used none of it. Like I say we used like 10% of what we took. Trying to think of like if there's anything I'd wished I'd had. Maybe some entertainment for when I was in labor but not dying once the epidural hit, but I tried to sleep mostly. I mean, if the lights and sounds bother you, probably face mask. Also depends on type of year you go in. Like I said, I wore pants, but that was October, so I mean, if you were going in labor this summer, I would probably take shorts, some comfy, elasticy shorts. People suggest leggings, and I took leggings, but there was no way I could have ever got leggings on during this process. I probably would have cried if I tried, and I would have been self-conscious about the pad, that people would see that. Also remember that it's not sunshine and roses while you're there. You're there to have a baby. What else? I'm trying to think of things that I could have, like I said, like I wished I had. Nothing really. We were gonna take our camera and we completely forgot it, so that would have been nice to have non-phone pictures. And if you're doing pictures there at the hospital, bring cute outfits for yourself and the baby, because some places do let you take pictures with them and they'll take the photos. We didn't do that because he was in an absolutely horrible mood the day after he was born, and he was finally asleep when they came around. So we didn't do that. We just did newborn pictures a couple days after he was born. Obviously bring your car seat. You can leave that in your car. You don't have to bring it up when you go into labor, but something you'll want to have with you, obviously. I mean, you can't take a baby home without a car seat. Yeah, anything you just want to go home in. Like I said, a lot of things are truly, what do you think you'll need? Like I took a gown because I thought maybe I'll deliver in that gown. No, I decided no. I was much more comfortable with the checks and everything in just the simple gown that they have, because it has to be open in the back for the epidural or your IV. Much easier not to ruin your own clothing. Now they did do feet print at our hospital. I know I've heard some hospitals don't, so if you want that, then there are really easy stamps you can buy on Amazon. I personally bought them to use once we got home to do hand and feet print of our own, so that they weren't just on the hospital's little card. Also, they probably would put it on there if you'd asked, but I was too out of everything to care about anything when this was all happening. Some people do cute little signs on their door, but again, we didn't want many people coming up. We wanted our hospital time to be like a lone bonding time. So we didn't do like a sign on our hospital door or markers on the board or anything. I know lots of people who do all of that stuff, and that's kind of, again, on you if you like that. Birth plans, they just go out the window. Nothing that I planned for Diggory's happened at all. So I mean, but I knew that the whole time that there was a chance that I wouldn't get everything I wanted. And I always said that I'd be happy as long as he was healthy. And he was. So I was fine. Little disappointed, and I was depressed about it for a little bit. And that's alright. The biggest thing I can say is, like, advocate for yourself, though. If you don't want something done, say no. Unless it obviously will hurt you or the baby. But if it's something stupid, then just say no. I mean, maybe one day I'll do a whole nother story on his birth story, but not today. That's not what this is about. Not the drama of all that. I also went into labor in the middle of the night. So I was freshly showered and cool and relaxed. So some of the things, like, to me, a shower wasn't a big deal. But obviously I had everything packed because I had no clue when I would go into labor. But I wasn't, like, as hot where people want, like, cold rags and everything on them. So, I mean, like, again, those are things. If you want one of those little cooling towels, which would probably be amazing, probably, now that I think about it, because I was hot. Diggory now uses the fan I had. We put it on his pack and play so that it blows on him, and it's for a stroller, but we haven't really needed it when we go out yet. I mean, now it's getting hot, so probably will now. Change for other people for vending machines. I know some people say that the hospitals don't provide food for whoever's with you. My hospital just told me order whatever I wanted, and they would bring it up that it didn't matter, and like, so I could order food for me and Ivy. She didn't really eat that much of it. She didn't want much either when we were there, and like I said, we had Chinese brought up once he was born. I love Chinese, and so she ate more of that because once I ate some, I like ate 4 bites and was like, yay, and then didn't eat it anymore. And the reason behind all the Chinese food is because I was avoiding bean sprouts, and I absolutely love bean sprouts, but I was avoiding them while I was pregnant because of all the hoopla, everything with them. Make sure when you leave your room, when you're discharged, you take everything with you. All of your stuff you brought, obviously, but take all the diapers, all the wipes, all the personal hygiene stuff they give you. Most likely they will ask you if you want it, or also bring you more. My lady gave me all kinds of stuff. She brought me like 3 bags of stuff to go. It was crazy. But like the Derm Blast spray, the little bottle, the peri bottle, the Tux pads, the regular like pads and mesh underwear. Take it just in case you like it. I like to switch up everything when I got home. I did get one of the Frida peri bottles, but I kept it at home. I didn't take it to the hospital. I didn't need it there. I was fine using the bottle they had there. I used both at home. It was nice. If you're having a C-section, that's where I don't know. Like, obviously it's not going to be as hurt, but you might need it. I feel like if you had to bend over, it's going to hurt more, but you probably aren't as sore there. But it's amazing. I would definitely get one. Not necessarily a thing that you would need at the hospital. So this video is getting long, so this is probably going to be it. I may make a video on things we needed when we came home and all the stupid baby stuff that you actually don't need and don't need to waste your money on. or I didn't need. Again, all these things are personal to each person on importance, what they want, what they need. But anyways, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell down below, and leave a comment whether you like these kind of videos without everybody and me just telling you some advice, or if you like more of Diggory and everyone being in here. I mean, they're downstairs getting ready for dinner, and this is what I did. I put dinner in, came up here, let them two have a little time together, we make a video, and we enjoy it. I mean, whatever. Like I said, like, subscribe, leave me a comment so that I can comment back to you, and let's hit 100 subscribers. I mean, when we hit 100 subscribers, which hopefully will be within a week or two, I hope. I think I'm going to try and do like a Q&A. Like, I don't have enough people that are following us right now. I mean, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Be sure to answer them in the video. But I don't have enough followers right now to be like, on Instagram, what would you like us to do? So I will probably Google questions that most people might have, and that'll be it. Alright, love ya, bye.